In the middle of a high-stakes criminal trial, Sean Diddy Combs allegedly handed over $100,000 in a brown paper bag. Allegedly, that's how much he paid to destroying a video showing him attacking Cassie Ventura. The footage was erased. Witnesses signed a gag order, and a young hotel security guard, barely 24 years old, walked away with $30,000 in untraceable cash. This isn't rumor. This was sworn testimony, under oath, backed by signed NDAs, deleted texts, and direct contact with federal agents. What unfolded in the courtroom may be the clearest evidence of bribery and obstruction in Diddy's entire case. And today, we're breaking down exactly how it went down, moment by moment.
Today's big witness was a former security officer at the Intercontinental Hotel. He said Diddy paid him $100,000 to fork over what he thought was the one and only copy of a video of Cassie's assault.
Let's rewind to 2016. Eddie Garcia was working security at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. He was only 24 and had only been on the job for a couple of months. That's when a disturbing domestic dispute was reported, involving none other than Diddy and singer Cassie Ventura. First, a call from Christina Coram, Diddy's right-hand assistant. She wants to see the video. Then Diddy himself gets on the phone. Garcia says Diddy sounded frantic. Quote, "Do you know who I am?" He allegedly told Garcia, "You know how women are. If this gets out, it could ruin me." And just like that, the pressure begins. Diddy asks to take care of the people who had access to the footage. Garcia didn't even have access to the footage himself, but his boss Bill Medrano, the director of security, did. Bill said he'd pull the video, but only for a price, $50,000. That's when the plan takes off. 3 hotel security officers, Garcia, Medrano, and another man named Henry Elias, turn over their IDs to Diddy, and Diddy arranges the meeting. Garcia delivers the footage on a thumb drive, and in return, a brown paper bag, a money counter, and $100,000 in cash. Garcia says the stacks were $1,000 bills counted out right in front of him. Diddy was there. Christina Coram was there. The bodyguard was there. Garcia says Diddy told him, "Don't make any big purchases, maybe do. Avoid suspicion." But the story doesn't end there. Diddy allegedly had Garcia sign a non-disclosure agreement. The NDA claimed Garcia had delivered all evidence, that there were no duplicates or backups, and that he deleted all texts. It even included a clause demanding $1 million in damages if breached. Remember, Garcia was making $10.50 an hour at the time. The government argued this wasn't just hush money, this was intimidation by contract. Garcia admits he never reported the cash, didn't include it in his taxes. He deleted his texts with the other guards. Why? He says he wanted nothing to do with it. For years, he stayed quiet. Then when the footage was leaked in 2024, Garcia finally came forward, and he got immunity to testify. Some say this makes him untrustworthy. Others argue he had nothing to gain and risked his safety to speak the truth. This isn't just about a hotel fight or hush money. Prosecutors believe this moment proves a key part of their racketeering charge. Why? Because bribery is one of the core crimes. That racketeering includes if Diddy used cash, contracts, and influence to control or conceal criminal behavior. That builds the foundation for saying he ran a criminal enterprise. The question is, will the jury see it that way? We're only scratching the surface. Christina Coram, Diddy's top assistant, has yet to testify. Her phone was seized. Her name's everywhere. Is she the missing link in this conspiracy? Christina Coram, often referred to as Diddy's right hand, served as his chief of staff at Bad Boy Entertainment. Her role extended beyond administrative duties. She was allegedly involved in organizing events known as freak-offs, parties characterized by drug use and coerced sexual activities. Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former girlfriend, testified that Coram facilitated these events, providing controlled substances and other materials. Coram has been named in multiple civil lawsuits, with some plaintiffs comparing her role to that of Ghislaine Maxwell. Despite these allegations, Coram has publicly denied any wrongdoing, stating that the accusations are false and damaging to her reputation. She has not been criminally charged, but remains a figure of interest in the ongoing investigations. In a gripping testimony, Brianna Bongolan, a close friend of Cassie Ventura, recounted a terrifying incident from 2016. She alleged that Diddy lifted her onto the railing of a 17th-floor balcony and held her there while shouting accusations. After several seconds, he threw her onto the balcony furniture, causing physical injuries. Bongolan testified that the incident left her with lasting
Music licensing reimagined,
including night terrors and paranoia. She also described witnessing Diddy's abusive behavior towards Cassie, including instances where he allegedly threw a knife at her. During cross-examination, Diddy's legal team questioned the consistency of Bongolan's statements, suggesting discrepancies in her recollection of events. Nevertheless, her testimony added a significant dimension to the prosecution's case, painting a picture of a pattern of abuse and intimidation. Sean Diddy Combs faces 5 serious criminal charges: 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. If convicted, he could face life imprisonment. Diddy has vehemently denied all
music licensing reimagined,
that any relationships or encounters were consensual. The prosecution alleges that over 2 decades, Diddy orchestrated a network that facilitated and concealed sexual exploitation, using his position of power to intimidate and silence victims. As Diddy faces some of the most serious charges in modern celebrity legal history, one name continues to appear at the center of it all: Cassie Ventura. The allegations, the surveillance video, the fear all trace back to her relationship with Diddy. Michael B. Jordan's brief romance with Cassie Ventura was detailed in Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial. As celebrity stylist Deontay Nash testified to the abuse he witnessed Ventura face during her decade-long on-again, off-again relationship with Combs, he revealed the singer started seeing Jordan during a break with a rapper in 2015. Nash explained the Ventura and Jordan's relationship status during cross-examination May 29th per NBC News: dating, talking, getting to know each other. Nash also testified that he was the one who introduced the two, and did so after hearing that Ventura and Combs had broken up. E! News has reached out to Jordan's rep for comment and has not heard back. This isn't the first time the sinner's star and his connection to Ventura have come up during the trial. During her testimony May 15th, Ventura said she and Combs had broken up while she was in South Africa filming a movie, Honey 3: Dare to Dance, and that he suspected she was in a relationship with Jordan. Days later, her former friend Carrie Morgan echoed the sentiment, telling the court that Combs didn't like that Ventura had spent time with the Black Panther alum. Morgan said while on the stand May 19th per NBC News, "What I remember was that she was speaking to Michael B. Jordan and they hung out together and he was jealous of it." Jordan, as well as fellow celebs such as Mike Myers and Kanye West, were initially brought up in court during jury selection, when prospective jurors were shown a list of names of people who may be referenced during the trial. According to NBC News, the prospective jurors were then asked if they knew anyone on it and whether it would affect their ability to be impartial. Jordan's rep did not return a request for comment when reached by E! News at the time. Ventura, who has accused Combs of abuse, was also on the list of names shown during jury selection. Prior to his trial, Combs pleaded not guilty to all 5 felony counts in his federal case: racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. As the trial continues, the testimonies of individuals like Eddie Garcia, Christina Coram, and Brianna Bongolan shed light on the complex and disturbing allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. The court's verdict will not only determine his fate, but also set a precedent in addressing abuso. Power in the entertainment industry. Stay tuned for further updates as we follow this developing story.